Well, folks, welcome to another Friday fishing forecast, and it looks like this weekend is going to be much better than last weekend. There was a lot of storms offshore. There were some storms that were inshore, so it was actually, the winds were blowing pretty good. I think it was up to 2 foot every 3 seconds. So I definitely said we're not going. So we didn't get to go out and fish this last weekend. But I know from the amount of rain that we've gotten, I think the water temperature, I know that the water temperatures have come down, so that's going to help a little bit. I've heard inside the bay, the snapper bite has been very, very good. So if you're looking for snapper, that's definitely something that you can target inside the bay. I've heard really good reports around the Skyway on cut thread fins has been the key bait, and small white bait. So if you're looking for snapper, definitely that's what you want to fish with. And if you're going inshore for like snook, redfish, and trout, definitely the snook and the redfish, I would highly recommend using dead bait. These fish are extremely lazy in these hot water temperatures. And so I would definitely look at using dead bait for that. Uh, the offshore bite, I've been seeing mixed reviews. I had a friend of mine go out yesterday, took our boat out, and they did better in 65 than they did in 95 feet of water. So we're going to take Drew from Boat Eye 360 out this weekend with his employee, and we're going to probably start in 70 feet and go from there, just depending to see what the bite's going to do and move around from there. If you're going to go offshore, it depends on what you're fishing for, but if you're fishing for like red grouper, mangrove snapper, things like that, you might want to start a little bit shallower and then move your way out, depending on what size of fish you're wanting to target also. Let's go ahead and get into the tides and schooners for this weekend and what we have in store. For Saturday, we have a high tide at 6:11 a.m. at a 2.5 foot, and we have a low tide at 2:38 p.m. at a 0.3 foot. Then on Sunday, we have a high tide at 7:12 a.m. at a 2.6. Then we have a low tide at 4:06 at a 0.2 foot. For the salooners, we have a major feeding time from 6:28 to 8:28 a.m. Then we have a minor feeding time from 2:09 p.m. to 3:09 p.m. Then we have another major feeding time from 6:53 to 8:53 p.m. On Sunday, we have a major feeding time from 7:20 to 9:20 a.m. Then we have a minor feeding time from 3:16 to 4:16 p.m. And we have another major from 7:54 to 9:54 p.m. So folks, with that being said, I would highly recommend, if you're fishing in the evening, to hit that major, especially on Saturday as the sun is going down, because of course you're going to get a barometric pressure change, and those fish should put on the feed bed pretty good. I want to mention a couple of different things what we've got going on. One thing is we've partnered up with Pirates Point Resort, and if you're looking for a getaway, it's like a staycation or vacation. If you guys are from out of town, Pirates Point is beautiful. I went there, met with them today, and talked with them at length about them being part of Tampa Bay Fishing Channel. And the resort is beautiful. The cottages are unbelievable. They're back up and running. They were affected by the storms, but they've gone through and renovated everything, and it's really, really nice. And I told her, I said, if I literally didn't live less than a mile from you, I'd probably come and stay here. So if you guys are even from Polk County and you want to come and have a nice vacation, check out Pirates Point Resort, piratepointsresort.com. You can also call them at 813-641-2052. Again, the location is beautiful. It's right on the water. You can bring your boat. They have great rates. It's actually cheaper than staying in a hotel room or even an Airbnb. So check them out. We're going to have Tammy on the boat to go fishing here shortly so she can tell a little bit of her story. The poor lady's been through heck and back, but she's back strong, and she's just trying to get that resort back up and going. And it, like I said, it's beautiful. So if you get a chance to go out there and stay, we are actually talking about having a Tampa Bay Fishing Channel event out there. We've already talked about possible dates, sometime probably in late October, maybe early November, just depending on what's going on. So keep your ears open for that. We've also launched our pompano jigs. We have them in quarter, 3/8, and half ounce. Now, if we get a demand for bigger weights, we can definitely build bigger weights up to 1 ounce. But we're building what we feel is the most popular with a quarter, half, or quarter, 3/8, and half. And we've got them in 4 different colors, as you can see from here on the website. You can order them on the website. We'll have them here at the shop. So if you're interested in that, I know it's not pompano season, but you can go out and catch pompano. If you go and look for them, you can find them. What else do we have here? Oh, we will have barbecue sandwiches again this weekend for $4 donation. You're just buying the plate pretty much, and you get a free barbecue sandwich with it. And we'll have those available for sale, $4. People raved about them last weekend, so we're having them do it again this weekend. It might become a staple, and we'll do it every weekend. But they were very, very popular, so look out for that. We're going to have live shrimp in stock. Now, when it comes closer to gag season, I am going to go out and make sure that we have pinfish in stock. And so when the season opens, we'll definitely have pinfish ready and available for you guys. Thank them for all of their support. Thank you guys. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.